The unbeaten defending state champion Thatcher Eagles climbed up to Morenci to battle the unbeaten Wildcats on Friday to see which team would stand alone at the top of the 2A East. Alrighty, enough of the intro. You know what time it is. Let's get it on! The Eagles started off in good field position after Spencer Stevens corralled the opening onside kick. Thatcher then methodically moved the ball down the field and quickly found themselves in the red zone. Facing 3rd and 5 from the 15, Tyler Roebuck sets up for a pass, and he's gonna be sacked, but no, he somehow escapes the grasp of linebacker Isaac Pacheco, and Roebuck turns what could have been a drive-ending loss into the game's first score. Pacheco would come back to block the extra point, however, and it was 6-0 Thatcher after one possession. After Morenci's opening drive stall, it was the ever-elusive Quentin Turley's time to zig and zag his way into some big runs against the Wildcats. Roebuck then goes back for a rare pass, and it's in the hands of Shane Cook, but whoop! It's bobbled, and Braden McCarthy recovers in time to make sure Cook can't hold on. After the drop pass, Thatcher peeled off 7 runs in a row, and Turley takes the pitch from Roebuck and whoop! Spins out of a tackle on his way for a 23-yard touchdown. Morenci began to move the ball on its second possession, and Devin Martinez picks up the first down and has the Wildcats knocking on the red zone. On 2nd and 20, however, Martinez coughs up the ball, and it's recovered by Thatcher, ending the threat. After a nice toss and catch from Roebuck to Bretton Dodge picked up a chunk of yards, the diminutive Trevin Clark takes the inside handoff and heads down the sideline all the way to the 11-yard line. The Eagles go right back to the well, and Clark waltzes in for the touchdown with the same play on the other side. Roebuck then faked to Clark and took it in himself for the 2-point conversion, putting Thatcher up 20-0 early. Morenci again began moving the ball down the field, picking up a nice first down on this pass from Mark Roybal to McCarthy. Morenci was knocking on the red zone again when Roybal can't hold on to the ball, whoop! And Thatcher recovers the drive-ending fumble again. Thatcher capitalized on the turnover 3 plays later as Riley Morris takes the pitch from Roebuck and then not gonna catch him as he goes all the way 65 yards for the score. Roebuck then hits a wide-open Turley in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Thatcher's up 28-0. Again, Morenci was successful moving the ball and got a big hunk from Steven Chavarria on this 20-yard run into Thatcher territory. With time running out in the half, Chavarria takes the pitch, and he's gonna throw it! No, he pulls it down and lowers his head all the way to the 3-yard line. Morenci's out of timeouts, though, so they quickly line up, and Roybal clocks the ball to stop the clock. Chavarria then takes the dive handoff up the gut, but he stops short, and the clock continues to run as the refs hurry to set the ball, and Morenci just gets the snap off at the buzzer. Roybal then Marinos it and fakes the spike, and he takes it around the right side all the way for their first score. The Wildcats then made the extra point, but the refs blew the play dead before the kick due to Thatcher being offsides and made them try again, which of course then bonked off the goalpost no good. The Wildcats went into halftime down 28-6. In the third quarter, the Wildcats picked up where they left off and moved the ball down the field behind some big runs by Chavarria. And then Roybal goes back to pass, but he's in trouble and somehow manages to get the ball away to Martinez for a Wildcat first down. Pacheco then gets the handoff, and he could go. He just gets caught at the 14-yard line. On 4th and 4 from the 8, the Thatcher defense steps up and sacks Roybal, turning the ball over on downs and ending the threat. Thatcher capitalized on the turnover again as Roebuck shakes off a tackle attempt by Robert Morey and runs through 2 Wildcats on his way to the end zone at the end of the third quarter. Turley added the 2-point conversion, and Thatcher went up 36-6. After a Morenci punt, Thatcher's Trevin Clark takes the handoff, and he's headed down the right side. He makes a cutback, and he could go all the way, making a Wildcat miss. Whoop! And boy, he just gets caught at the 7. Thatcher then made its only turnover of the night as Clark can't hold on to the ball. Whoop! And the Wildcats recover. It was too little too late for the Wildcats, however, and time expired on their comeback hopes as the Eagles sacked Roybal to end the game.
We just have to keep working hard, do our thing, We have a lot of mistakes I was telling you to fix. We're just sharpening our blade. That's all. We just got to play our game, you know, make our right reads, and just keep getting better.
Costly turnovers at the wrong times, and you know, hats off to Thatcher though. I mean, they're not the defending state champions for nothing. I mean, they run the ball and they do things. You know, they've been doing these things for years, and they do it right. You know, and so, you know, we were excited for the opportunity to be able to play them, just to see where we are. You know, this was kind of a measuring stick for us to see, you know, because we came in undefeated, and it was just a measuring stick to see where we were and you know, where we need to be coming up in the next couple of games, especially since we're going on the road for the next 4 weeks. So I let them know, I said, understand, one loss doesn't define us. It's what we do after this loss that's going to define who we are as a team, as a brotherhood. And so, you know, we're gonna push forward. We'll get ready for St. John's on Monday, and then we'll just roll from there and see what happens.
Reporting from Morenci for Gila Valley Central, I'm no Madden, but I am John Johnson.